Oh, yeah. Coming in a little early there. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Wanger Show.
Another one.
There it is. Boom. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. You know what's up.
Did I say that at the right time, or was it?
I think you said it at the right time. Yeah, that sounded good. Does that say Wanger's 303 right there? Putting in the credits because I didn't do that yet.
It says 302.
302. Shit. This is the one here. That's 303.
Yes.
Because it's episode 303 of The Wanger Show. You know the 303rd Pokemon?
I don't.
Look it up.
But I know that 303 is the Ohio area code, right? Because that's the that band.
303.
Oh.
This one's Molly.
Molly?
Isle.
Oh, I thought it was like I'm gonna take some Molly.
I'm gonna take some Molly. I'm gonna catch some Molly and then take it. Mawile. Mawile. Molly. Maybe it's just Molly.
It's just Molly.
Okay, whatever.
Like I don't know.
Like Growlithe?
Growlithe. I was thinking Growlithe, but then there's that freaking TH.
Growlithe.
Growlithe.
Yeah, there it
Molly.
is. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Wanger Show. This is a show where friends come together, have a good old time, talk some movies, pop culture, all those things. So if you like that stuff, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and make sure you're leaving a comment down below because that helps us out here. And we also love just to hear from you. It's nice to see that people care. You know, it's nice. And then we have fun conversations with each other. And we got Alex Marzoña back on the show.
Hello.
What's up, dog?
I'm so very happy to be back.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is my first time in a few months.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute for the show in its entirety. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, why haven't I been back? It was because you guys took a break. And I was
We
like,
took a
oh,
long
yeah.
break. Yeah. We
That
almost
makes
didn't come
sense.
back. We were like, should we come back? No, we didn't have that conversation. But Cody's off being a daddy again.
Congrats
There's
to
so
him.
many daddies and zaddies up in here.
Yeah.
We got Cody, we got Pedro, we got Mommy. Did you see SNL?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
I won't spoil it then. Mommy was revealed.
Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, well, it's a sketch. Look it up. It's really funny.
I did see the sketch that was on Twitter of the steak cutting one.
That was great.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I was like, maybe I should start watching SNL again.
She needs to be on. I mean, she's on a fair amount, but I feel like she's like so underrated. She's so good.
Oh, man, they definitely got to use her more.
Yeah,
that was such a great performance. Have you? But I'm guessing you've been watching SNL.
I'm like on and off right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times I really like to watch it so we can actually like talk about some stuff on the show. But I've been catching it here and there. It plays on Peacock, so I'll watch the rerun. Sometimes I'll just watch like the sketches or the weekend updates, or something pops my interest, intrigues me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I try as best. It depends on the guest host too. I was like, Pedro. I'm like, I'm in. Yeah. I haven't seen last night's Last of Us episode yet.
Oh, okay.
I
was like, I need to squeeze that in before I get on the show.
I just flew in today, like an hour.
Yeah,
I got in
sense.
like an hour ago, so didn't have HBO at the hotel.
Damn.
I could have watched it on my
those,
phone, but
you didn't stay at one of those special hotels where they advertise.
yeah,
HBO
it's like most motels that have that too. Hey, we got HBO. No, it did not have it, and we flew out like. Our flight was at like 7 a.m. on Florida time.
Oh.
So we had to leave at like 3 a.m, drop off rental call. It was a whole thing.
Damn.
And then I heard they're premiering this week's episode on Friday.
Why? Oh, Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, but
yeah. Oh.
The big game.
Oh, the big game.
Can't say the S word.
Yeah, you're going to get sued now, right?
I don't know where does that come from? You can't. Is that
it's copyrighted, yeah.
Oh.
For some stupid reason.
That's so stupid. It's all rigged anyways. It's part of the Matrix. So 2 episodes this week. I got to catch up on survey. I got to catch up on a lot of things. But one thing we are going to be talking about today is some butts. Some butt stuff.
Hell yeah.
Talking about M. Night, baby. Because he's back again.
Yeah.
I keep saying that every
single time.
Someone was like, he's been back. What are you talking about? No, he's back again. Every time he makes a good movie. He's back again. So we're going to talk about Knock at the Cabin, his most recent film. And you saw it too?
I did see it.
So maybe we'll talk some spoilers. I'll put a time code and let everybody know. If we're premiering this, then and we'll figure it out. But we'll let you know if and when. We'll probably talk some spoilers and stuff. Just talk M. Night in general, because I can talk about him all day. We're friends.
Oh, hell yeah. I can also talk some book spoilers, too.
Oh, you read the book, you nerd?
I'm a fucking nerd, yeah.
God, you probably thought the book was better. The book did it better because I can actually imagine everything happening.
Yeah, I just wait for that take.
Yeah, that's fine. I do it all the time. Anytime there's a new Stephen King, well, in the book, you know, the ritual of Chud is actually. So yeah, we'll talk some M. Night. We'll hype up. Somebody's got a new song coming out pretty soon.
Who dat?
Me dat.
Me
We'll talk about some what is it? Christmas shopping? No, I'm kidding. It's window shopping.
Window shopping, baby.
Yeah,
that's the song. It's coming
hell
out
yeah.
Friday. So yeah, we'll talk about it later. What else we got on the rundown?
The docket. What else we got? I'll talk about my Florida trip.
Ooh,
just got back from Florida.
Nice.
Whew.
Nice.
Are you sure you want to be this close?
Why?
Because nobody cares about anything.
Oh,
nobody cares.
How many masks did you see worn?
A fair amount.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, COVID's over, so.
Oh yeah.
That's
true. Yeah.
It's officially. I don't know. Wait, weren't they supposed to official? There was
Something
an official
like
thing,
that.
right? They were like, COVID's officially.
Like all their guidelines or whatever.
I think like in Florida though, like I think DeSantis is trying to be like, none of that shit flies. It's been it never started.
Yeah. Never got over here.
That douchebag. So, yeah, we'll talk. Oh yes, masks. Yeah, pretty decent amount. Yeah. I had some like interesting. I met some interesting people, interesting conversations across the board. So I went to Florida. Amber had like a work conference in Tampa, so I just tagged along. Was hanging out in Tampa for a little bit, and then when she finished her conference, we drove down. We rented a car, drove down to Orlando to do the Universal, to do all the, because she's never been to that. We've done Disney before, so we're like, oh, you know, we had like one day, so we'll just do a whole day, do both parks and stuff. Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun.
Did they have the Mario down there, or is it only here?
No, I think they're gonna start building it. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. And I would imagine, like, I mean, they have so much room over there. It's crazy how huge it is. But it wasn't perfect. It wasn't a perfect trip.
Wow, really?
A lot of breakdowns, a lot of delays.
Oh no.
A lot, like the Harry Potter, like so first of all, the day when we went to Universal, but for both parks, it started off a little rocky because we were both kind of hungover. We had a great night. We had a great night before.
Yeah.
Because they opened up like 2 new escape rooms at the City Walk in Orlando, and they're more like story based. It was for Back to the Future and Jurassic World.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was cool because we did Back to the Future, and it's basically like somebody comes on a screen and like as escape rooms normally have like a time limit, but it's usually like one room, and if you don't figure it out, your time's up. You get booted out. This one,
you don't get stabbed.
No, you don't get stabbed. Well, maybe there are some in Florida that might do that. I do that. We didn't go to that one, but this one. There was like 8 rooms that you go through because it's Back to the Future, so you're time traveling. So you go through different times and stuff.
Sick.
So it's really, really cool. I won't like spoil anything else besides that. And for these ones, if like you don't get the clue, they're like, oh well, you tried, and you're like, come on, let's keep this thing moving. So you're at like their pace. It's like a whole hour, maybe like 45-minute experience. It was really cool. So we did that. And while we were waiting, we got some drinks and we started talking to one of the bartenders. She was really, really sweet and just talking in general because nobody was up there. And just had like the nicest conversation with her. She was a teacher, you know, just doing this job, trying to get her master's done and all this stuff. Like very, very sweet. And then just like pulled out of nowhere. And like I'm not like judging her for this, just because like her nature she seems so kind-hearted anyways. Yeah. She was like, you guys get the shot? I didn't get it. Like I was like, oh, that came out of nowhere. But I was like, yeah, we got it. But I didn't really mind it that much. Because again, you know, you do what you want. But it was just like the way it kind of came out. Like we're like, oh wow, this lady, she's very sweet. She's like, yeah, I didn't get the shot. I don't trust that shit. And then she went on to say, she's like, you know, yeah, I had like 2 cousins die from it, but you know, that's their journey. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell? She's like, believe, hey, like they were destined to do that. I really believe in like destiny and like all this stuff. I was like, oh shit, okay. It was so like matter of fact, just like to the point. She's like, yeah, I had 2 cousins die from it. Hey, this shit happens. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He's like, hey, that's their journey.
That's their journey. Wow.
Yeah. So
that's one way to react to it.
Yeah, but she was super sweet. And she made good drinks. I mean, I just had a beer, but Amber's drink was really good. And
she pours it well.
She poured it very, very well. That's so that's kind of started off the night. We were drinking because we were able to bring the drinks with us on the tour too, or on the escape room. And then after that, we went to the live karaoke bar that's at City Walk. And you've been there, right?
I'm not, but I saw that you guys went there.
We did it before. Yeah. I think when we went to the Schmodown Orlando one, it was like me, Thad, and Cody. Yeah. We stumbled across this thing. We were like, what the hell? And then we all ended up going to singing. And I was texting Striffler the whole time. Mm-hmm. He had no idea this place existed.
Really?
He goes to Orlando all the time.
He would have lived
He's
there.
like, what the hell? He was pissed off. Because he was like, dude, you check out the new escape rooms? I'm like, buddy, this place is yours. And I was like,
I'm on my way.
I was sending him videos. It's like, oh my God, I want to live there. So yeah, that was fun because that was the one thing I wanted to do the most when we were just in City Walk. We didn't like put our names in or anything. I just liked the vibe and everything over there. But we ended up sitting next to a couple because they were at a table for 4, but there were 2 seats missing. So it was just like them 2, and we were like kind of looking for a seat, and we're like, it's kind of crowded. We might just bounce. And they're like, hey, we have like super sweet. Like we have 2 seats over here. We're like, oh, cool. Okay, great.
We have 2 seats over here. We didn't get the shot.
Yeah, we didn't get the shot either. They just pulled that out of nowhere. Every single person was like that. But then, so we were just like, it's like, what the hell's that noise? You probably can't hear it.
What is that?
It's a beeping.
Oh, is that outsider?
I think it's just the truck backing up.
Okay, I was like,
it could be the fire alarm too, because that's.
It would be louder.
Yeah, I'd get a text from him. It's gone. Anyways.
Okay.
God damn. What was I saying? The 2 people. People. So we just grabbed 2 chairs. We were just hanging out with them and sitting with them and just having a good time. We ended up chatting with them, and it was the dude that was in the couple, Brian. It was like his birthday at midnight. So like, shit. And Amber was like, let's get some shots. I was like, Amber! Okay. So we got a round of shots and we were drinking and we were just having a good time. And like the music was really good. Like there were people up there. There was one dude that was like he did like
over singing it?
No. He was great.
Damn.
And then at the end, he's like, hey, yo, follow me on TikTok. Like, oh, you son of a bitch. I know what you're doing. This dude probably comes in like every week, just fucking crushes it.
Yeah.
And then plugs himself like, hey, get that bag, dude. That's the hustle. And there was another dude that was like singing like, oh, this guy's in a band. Like this guy's too good. And then there were a couple duds, like, fun stuff. I was waiting for like the folks that just cannot sing,
Right. Yeah.
But it was a good mixture. It was a good time. We were like having a blast and all that. And awesome. We got to a point where we're like, all right, we'll probably wrap up. We got to get up early. We're gonna go to Universal the next day. And then Brian, the guy who's sitting with us, he was like, I'm gonna put my name in the thing. I was like, okay, well, the band takes a break like every hour or so. So we're like, okay, when they come back, we'll see if his name pops up, we'll stay. If not, we'll bounce. And so I'm like, I keep looking up at the thing as the band starts getting ready, and I see B and his last name pop up, and I was like, hey, Brian, what's your last name? And he says his last name is like, that's you. And we're like, oh, Amber's like, we need another shot. Buy him a shot. And he was like, I'll take another shot. I'm nervous. So we ended up getting more drinks and another shot, and he just like fucking crushed it. It was so cool. Awesome. It was like we've known these two like forever, and we were like all best friends. And it was just such a fun and hilarious moment. But that shot.
What song?
He did
He did
The Temptations.
My Shot from Hamilton.
No. We would have thrown up. What's the fucking song?
Temptations.
My
Girl?
Yes, thank you.
There it is.
Yes. Yeah, he did My Girl. And he did so great, and we were all like super stoked and happy, and then by the time we left, we were like annihilated. Like Amber was like going back and forth, and it was just so much fun. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
When we woke up the next morning, we were like, fuck, we shouldn't have done that. We were feeling it. We were very And I remember we planned on going like as soon as the park opened. We went like an hour or two later, so we started the day a little bit slow. And even at breakfast, I was just at one point I sat there. I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. This is not good. But eventually, I like took some meds.
Oh, yeah.
And
felt drugs.
Tylenol. It was extra strength. Okay.
Extra.
And then it was the whole I'm never drinking again. But then we went to the park and then we finally started having fun. But like the Hogwarts Express was delayed. Like while we were in line and it was like going for an hour, like, oh, we'll give it a minute, and like an hour went by, just delayed. When we rode the Hogwarts ride itself, like it's not 3D anymore, but it used to be. Like broke down mid while we were in it. Like it froze on the screen, and it froze on like Hogwarts, like on the screen.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden we just started moving as if it was going, but the screen was still there. And and there's no sound going on. We're just like moving. And so that was problematic. Yeah, the Hogwarts Express, the line. Oh, we tried getting onto the Hagrid ride, because Eric was saying it's like one of the best rides. So we went in the single rider, because there was we got like express passes for mostly everything, but a couple rides don't allow that, and that was one of them. So we're like, all right, we'll just do the single rider. So we're like, hey, which one's the single rider? And they point us in the right direction, and then we get to the point where the single riders would like cross off from the regular line, and the dude's like, yeah, single riders, no, not today. I was like, why the fuck do you not tell us that? We walked all this way. So we're like, okay, that sucks. So it's like one thing after another. We're like, fuck, this is not going our way. And at this point, I think we're finally getting over the hangovers.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, you know what? Then fuck it. Let's go, because this was first at Island of Adventures, or Island at Adventures, one of the two. I don't know which. The second park, not the Universal
the main
Orlando.
one.
Yeah. Let's ride these old school rides. All the super, like the Spider-Man and the Docket, or not the Doctor Doom, like all that stuff. Once we started doing all that, then it was just like a fucking blast.
Nice.
And it was cool. Have you been on all those ones before? No.
I did when I went back when I was 7. We took a family trip out there in the year 2000. And I remember like going to Epcot as well, like all the Disney ones as well. But I'm sure I have ridden.
I don't think rode in.
I did ride.
You did ride.
I did ride all those.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And so I'm like familiar with them.
Yeah. Because do you know me? I'm terrified of like roller coasters. Like I don't like.
I'm kind of in the same.
I'm just like, well, Amber like loves them, so I like. Okay, I guess I have to go. So all of them were kind of intimidating to me, especially if it's like the first time. And the Doctor Doom one, it's like the Supreme Screen type.
Oh.
Except you don't go to the top and fall. You just shoot straight up.
Oh shit.
And so I knew that, because when I see roller coasters and I'm gonna be forced to go on them, I'm like, okay, how does this work?
Yeah.
I need to know. I don't want any freaking surprises. So I see it shoot up, and like, okay, cool. And I assume, because Amber's right next to me as we're walking towards it, she sees that and she thinks the same.
Yeah.
When we were there and it shoots straight up, she screamed so loud. She was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. She had no idea. She was just like, she was telling me on the way home, she was like, I was sitting there like la-di-da, just minding my own business, and then boom, and just gets shot straight up in the air. And it freaked her out, but it was fun.
Oh my God.
It was really, really fun.
I can't do like those, like Knott's Berry Farm, like those rides. Even
terrifying.
Yeah,
Even Amber on her way home, because we went to go pick up Draco. He was at her grandparents. We passed by Knott's. She's like, "I'm gonna go to Knott's again." I'm like, "No, how about not? How about we stay at home?"
Yeah, it's the anticipation that kills me with roller coasters.
Yeah,
and then like that, the stomach feeling when you're going down.
Honestly, like when I'm actually on the ride, it's not like I'm like, well, there was one ride this weekend that I was like, I hate every second of this. But it's always the build up.
Yeah.
It's climbing up to the top. As soon as we fall, then it's like, okay, cool. Like I'm having a good time.
And then when I'm done, I'm like, I did it.
Yeah,
I feel so much better.
I feel good.
All that tension was
this
released.
one ride. It was called like the Rock and Rip It Rider or some shit, and it was just the most jerky thing. Like God. I felt terrible. My head was banging all over the place. The only cool thing about that is that you got to choose a song
Yeah.
While you're writing it.
That's cool.
You had like a variety of options. So of course I went heavy metal. But what song do you think was qualified as heavy metal?
I don't know, some like Bon Jovi or something.
No, okay, like think more us, our show.
Chop Suey?
No, cornier.
Cornier. Oh, corn.
Oh, okay, not literally corny.
I don't know.
Limp Bizkit's Rolling.
Wow. No way. That's heavy metal. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we put both, because I chose that, and I looked at Amber, I was like, what song did you pick? She's like, Limp Bizkit by Rollin'. I was like, me too! So it was like extra loud, like, fuck yeah. But this ride, like, it starts you, and you just go straight up.
Oh my.
Straight, like, I looked at her, I was like, I don't like this at all. And at one point, when it hooks onto the chain at the top, it kicks back a little bit just to like connect to it. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I don't like this. And then once it went over, then it was just like Jerkville. Just like
no,
all over the place.
Jerkville. Sounds like my
hometown.
Hey. I don't know.
Why did they call it that, Alex?
I don't know, because everybody there were jerks.
Jerking each other. Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, I should have said in my room.
Your room was called Jerkville?
Jerkville, yeah.
Jerktown.
No,
that's Jerk World. That's your world. That's
Jerkiverse.
Ugh. Anyways, did you guys know Alex grew up in Jerkville? That's a short right there for you.
Oh God.
Anyways, any Hoosers.
But you were just there one day.
Yeah, just the one day. Okay. Yeah. We were at first, like, when we were planning the trip, we were worried, like, are we gonna have enough time? But we rode pretty much everything.
Nice.
We didn't do the Velocicoaster, because that too, the single riders was going to be longer than the regular ride, and it was like an 80-minute wait. So we're like, So we got the express pass so we can skip through all that and just get through everything. And yeah, we did everything. We didn't do the Fast and Furious Supercharged. Like, we've seen that. It's here.
Yeah.
We get the King Kong ride over there too, which is like, it's kind of the same over here, but it's just a little bit more advanced, and they have a little bit cooler things. Like you know how it's like 360. It's at the tram ride.
Yeah.
Over there, it's just its own ride, and it has like extended scenes, not just like, you know, when the T-Rexes are fighting Kong.
I thought that was the one. Didn't they have a King Kong ride that took over the Back to the Future ride? Or was that a different thing?
Yes, I think so, because there was a Back to the Future ride. I don't know which one took that over. That might have been like Transformers or I don't know.
Yeah.
Back to the Future did take that over, or was taken over by something.
Yeah.
But there was an original King Kong ride where I think it was part of the tram ride, and he was just like a giant physical thing. That was based off of like the 80s version of King Kong, I think. The one where he like climbs on the World Trade Center, I think. Right. I think that's the one. But there was a part in this new King Kong ride where something just didn't work. And literally as we left, they were like, the Kong Skull Island is experiencing some technical difficulties. And then when we went back on we tried the Hogwarts Express for the second time. That's what we ended the night with, because it takes you from one park to the other. We also got like some technical difficulty. No, it wasn't that. I'm sorry. It was before we did there was a Gringotts ride where you're traveling inside of like Gringotts. Yeah, and all the vaults and stuff.
That's cool.
So we got stalled in that one for not nearly as long. That was only like 10 minutes, but still, it's like, God damn it. It's like one thing. It was like all the new stuff. Yeah. Like all the new stuff was like breaking down, and all the old shit, all like
ran perfectly,
jerky and old, like worked totally fine. But yeah, we did pretty much everything, and just had a good old time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tired. My dogs are barking. Can't wait to sleep. But that's gonna be. I can't wait to eat first. I'm hungry. Daddy's hungry.
Haven't eaten anything today?
No, we had when we stopped at our grandparents'.
Nice.
Just amazing, like some soup and some beans. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Held us off. We're like, oh, we don't need to buy food for a little bit. Nice. hooking it up. So that was good. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. People are some of the staff was pretty damn rude.
Oh no.
Yeah, like to the point where like
get the fuck back in line.
That's not. Well, there was one dude who's like, "You trying to exit?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, go this way. I'm like,
damn.
I'm going that way. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm minding my own business. What the hell? And then when we were waiting at the King's Cross for the train, at this point we'd been there for probably close to an hour, and nothing was working. We just heard like the staff be like, "There's no audio," like just like eavesdropping a little bit and hearing what they were kind of saying. Oh, no. And so we're like, all right, let's dip. So we used an express pass for that. So I had just asked the guy, hey man, we use an express pass coming in. Is there a way we can get like a voucher for it, just so that we don't lose it if we want to try the ride later?
Right.
And like he just looks at me, and he takes like a long blink, and he's just like, what? I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm just like, so we use an express pass for this, and I want to see if we can get something to vouch for it later. If we want to, if this is working later, like, is there a way we can do that? And he's just like, yeah, let me see. And I'm like,
and that was it.
What the fuck? It was like, can I? And then he finally calls somebody. He's like, yeah, I think they're gonna be on their way up. Like first he like called to somebody else to come help with it. And I was like, I just want a voucher for this. Is that it's like, please, like, I'm like looking around, I'm like, am I crazy? And then he said, oh, we're just gonna send some people up right now. I was like, okay, but I mean, could I just go to like guest services? Like, would that work? He's like, they might not help you. I'm like, what the hell?
What is it? Why is it called guest services?
I don't know. He's like, and then he was like, you probably take you longer. They're gonna be up right now. And then the third guy came up and he finally gave. I was like, what do you need? Did he not call you for this? So, and I think he was just started handing out vouchers to everybody and stuff. So, yeah, just a couple of times, like, it was just like, what the heck, man? But you know, it is what it is. Just kind of got to deal with it. There were some sweet people too. Very nice people, you know? Yeah. So, but yeah, Orlando.
Glad you had a great time, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
How's the weather? Just like super muggy?
We got like all of it.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of humidity. But not too bad. We got some rain for like an hour. I think that's when we were in the King's Cross, so we missed out on that, which was nice. It was cold in the morning, very windy one day, so it was a nice mixture of all of it.
Completely.
But it was fine. I wore pants both days, so and I wasn't like ugh. Gross. Yeah. Oh, what I will say is that all the rides at Universal Orlando, you're getting wet at some point. There's like waterworks in like every ride, unnecessarily.
Oh, God.
Like the Spider-Man ride, like there's some goo or no, there's like a water monster that punches you at one point in water. The Mummy ride there is pretty dope though.
Water effects?
I think there were some water effects on that one too. There's like water effects on everything.
Is it the same as this one?
No, I think I read up on it because I think they just fixed up a couple of things. I kind of like it in Orlando a little bit more. Whereas, you know, the one here, you shoot off, you go real fast. It doesn't necessarily do that. It has a part where it goes fast, but not quite as fast as this one. But it's got like more practical mummy monsters and stuff. And there was like a fire effect that they did. I thought was like the coolest thing ever. And it took me a second to realize it. And I was like, oh shit. But that one focuses on, I think that's like both the Mummy and the Mummy Returns. And that ride's called Revenge of the Mummy or something like that. So, yeah, that one was cool. I'm trying to think. We rode the ET ride, and it's just like so old.
Yeah,
so old. Because I remember the ET ride here.
Yeah, which is replaced by Mummy or
Transformers. One of the two. Again, it's one of the two. I think so. Yeah. Because I remember like, you're flying over on the bicycle over like the little miniature town. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But it was like terrifying because then you go to like ET's homeworld. Oh my God. He's got like mushroom people for family members.
Oh my God.
It's horrifying. Like if I were a kid and I saw this stuff, I wouldn't want to go to this planet. Yeah. This would be scary. Maybe this is all the stuff that Spielberg wanted out of a ET sequel or something like that. I don't know.
Oh God. No, thanks. So, would you go to like Six Flags? Have you been?
I've been. Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I haven't been forced to ride on all of them yet. I've ridden like 2 or 3 of the rides when I did go. And yeah, they were very, very scary. But yeah, that's a day I don't like to think about.
Yeah.
That's a day. That's going to be a very, very tough day because Amber loves Six Flags.
Oh God,
she loves Six Flags, and the last thing I want to be is like a party pooper. So like, all right, fine, I'll suck it up, and I'll do it. That's like that's the one thing that I think I'm most afraid of.
Yeah.
Besides like spiders, which are just like creepy and can kind of be dealt with. Roller coasters, I'm not in control of any of it, and I usually do have a good time. Like maybe I'm playing up a little bit too much. Like when I go to Knott's, I do enjoy some of the rides, but it's the anticipation.
Yeah,
it's seeing it and like I'm gonna be up there, and then once the initial you go or you drop, then that pressure kind of is released a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just glad that Universal doesn't have too many of those.
Yeah.
Here, at least. I guess it's just like Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, yeah.
And
they did have a Jurassic Park over there still, but we didn't want to get wet. We were getting wet already. Even more wet. Yeah, we were still getting wet in all these other rides. Yeah. And yeah, Jurassic World's okay. I mean, it's the same thing.
It's like super
it's a big
massive,
drop. Yeah, it's a massive drop. And the Mummy's actually, that one kind of freaks me out a little bit because it goes so fast and so quick, and it's dark the whole time. You can't see anything.
Oh God.
I just don't like it. It's too short. It just goes by like that.
The
Mummy. Yeah, it goes by really, really quickly. I like Orlando's Universal just because it's so open. It's weird how like massively bigger it is. Right. There's like shoulder room to walk by and a lot of really good food options and stuff. So
they have the massive escalators connecting.
No, so their escalators just go straight. From the the shuttles and the parking lot.
Yeah.
You just like the airport escalators. None that go, you don't have to go down like fucking
separate ones.
15 stories.
God damn.
Just to get to like two things at the bottom floor. But now there's the Super Mario World, which is down there now, so there's a little
more
bit
incentive. More. Yeah.
So,
but no studio tour there, I'm guessing, because they probably filmed zero things over there.
No, yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, wait, do they have a tram here? But no, I don't think they did. Because they're not going to film anything over there. So, but
nice.
Yeah, go check it out. Orlando. Isn't that coming back?
I think it did last month. It was last month. I know.
A little behind.
You missed your chance. You missed your chance.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice, I think, actually.
It's a great show.
And I want to take Amber to go see it too because it's fantastic. Yeah, she's never seen it, so.
Love it, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything good lately? What's going on?
Oh, besides the big one. Oh, I did see. I don't know if I talked about Infinity Pool. Have you seen it?
I've not yet. Not yet. I heard it's gnarly.
I think a lot of people were kind of not hyping it. It's a very good movie. I really liked it.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I feel like I've seen like
crazier
stuff. Yeah, it's wild. It's pretty nuts, but it's up there. It's not an A24 movie, but like, it's got that like this is weird and fucked up and crazy, and it's just got great performance. Like Mia Goth is just like unstoppable. She's so good.
Yeah,
she's so good.
I remember seeing her in Cure for Wellness. I believe she was in that.
Oh, she's in that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure, unless I'm fucking wrong.
I think you might be right. That sounds. Was she also in Nymphomaniac?
I believe so. I haven't seen that.
Okay. I think maybe that's where her and Shia met.
Oh yeah, that's probably
sounds about right.
That sounds right. But yeah, I'm excited that she's like freaking killing it.
Yeah.
Obviously with Pearl and X and that whole X stuff.
That X trilogy.
What's the next one called?
Maxine.
Yeah. So just like super happy for her. Yeah. Did you like this one or Possessor more?
I go back and forth. I think I like the premise. I just rewatched Possessor 2 right before, and I watched the unrated version. Whew, way more bloody and just like gnarly. Like you don't have to you have to show someone being stabbed that many times. Is that necessary? But I mean, it's there, and he's got the body horror roots from his dad.
Yeah.
So it's this one was I think much darker and fucked up, twisted type of movie, and I went in going cold. Like I didn't know anything about it. I went off the fact that it was Brandon Cronenberg and Mia Goth, and Amber went because of Alexander Skarsgård. She was very happy because he gets nude a lot.
Apparently, the Sundance cut was the NC-17 version.
Oh, really?
And so you got some peen in there. Apparently, I think that's what I've heard.
I'm not gonna tell her that. She's gonna be pissed. She was like, Why didn't I get that version?" So if he did an uncut version for Possessor, I'm sure he'll do one for Infinity Pool. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's. I think I still like Possessor more. I still need to see his first movie. I think it's like Reviral or something like that.
Okay.
Because I hear that one is actually pretty good too.
So this is his third.
This is his third feature film. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, I think it's the year's off to a good start.
I saw Missing also.
Oh yeah,
and that movie rules. Like,
is it good?
I loved it. I mean, of course, you got to take some plot liberties, which is it goes kind of off the rails.
Off the rails.
But I just love that whole kind of screen life.
Yeah, because it's a spin-off of, or technically a sequel.
Yeah,
like
in the world of searching.
Yeah, because Chris Stuckman started a podcast and had one of the producer writers of, I think he was a writer. He worked on the first movie, and I think he worked on this one as well. And they were talking a lot about it too. And I hadn't even heard about the movie until I heard that podcast. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. All right, cool. And then so that's in theaters, right? That's not streaming anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like it's really cool because it like trains you to like watch, like explore the whole screen. You know, like use let your eye, explore.
Yeah.
And it's just like really cool how they use all the technology, and it's like she's a very smart internet user, and I'm like, damn, like I don't even know how to use Google that way. Like,
oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, that's cool where they can like utilize it, and it's not just used for like a gimmick.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah, I think they talk about that a little bit, and like having to like recreate all that stuff and like graphics and all that. So I can imagine like how much of a headache that shit must be. But cool. I'm glad to hear it's good.
Yeah,
nice.
That's probably my favorite of this year so far.
Okay,
between that and Knock and Megan also.
I still that just came on to like streaming, or it's on
VOD.
for VOD, so I might watch that next. And then Cody was telling me about Sick, the movie on Peacock that Kevin Williamson I think co-wrote or wrote.
Right.
So yeah, some nice bangers out there. A lot of horror so far. Horror starts to like just like take over January now because they're like nothing's gonna be releasing here. We actually like this movie's actually pretty good, so let's just throw it up on there.
And a lot of like expanding like Oscar movies, and so it's just like you get one or the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sick. All right. Cool. I'm gonna check out. I'll check out Missing. Check that out.
Yeah.
What did you think, sir? Well, let me just start by saying, I don't know if it's no surprise, but I'm like well, let me ask you this. Like fucking going on. I don't know what I'm doing.
The build up. Oh my God.
I'm losing my mind.
You're building it up.
What are your thoughts on M. Night Shyamalan? Minogue himself.
I really like him. He's a really weird, unique director to me.
Have you seen all of his stuff?
No, I haven't.
Ooh.
Basically, his mid period, from
his mid movies or when the movies were mid.
Oh, both actually.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, I haven't seen from Village until I know from Village until Split.
What?
No, sorry. What's the one before Split?
The Visit.
Okay. So those.
Okay.
That era.
Okay.
I have not seen, but I mean the tail ends of it, like. They're really cool. Like they're all just like Hitchcock, Spielberg exercises.
Yeah.
And like I'm such a fan of both those other directors, so it's like of course I love this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm you do too.
I'm a fan. Thank you, Eric. Eric got me this shirt.
That's awesome.
The Visit's very good. Do you know anything about it?
I have heard the twist.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
Well, don't watch it then. No, I'm kidding.
Fine,
no, still watch it. I think you would like it. Yeah. It was like at the time like very mismarketed and kind of misunderstood, and I think a lot of people just were so stuck on like a certain point of the movie that they didn't watch the rest of it. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's also kind of underrated. I think for all of his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate that like he's like that movie, the Visit, and a bunch of the the mid period is getting like reappraised in a way.
Yeah, like his comeback.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Yeah, because I think after Knock at the Cabin came out, I saw a lot of people like kind of negatively, but like, why do people keep giving this guy money to make movies? And then people were just pointing out, actually, he self-finances all of his movies. Now, I don't know if Knock at the Cabin was. I think that might have been Universal's help. I'm not entirely sure. But from The Visit and then Split, I think maybe even Glass, maybe even Old too. I think he's been self-financing his movies for this whole time.
Yeah.
And so and they do well. The movies still do very well. I think it did well for this weekend, right?
Yeah, finally beat Avatar.
Yeah, get out of here, James.
Yeah.
Jimmy. Avatar's pretty cool though. It's pretty dope.
Good,
Yeah. I kind of fuck with Avatar. Yeah, I'm happy. It got $2 billion, so
yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna see it again this week before it leaves IMAX.
Yeah, I gotta see it I gotta see it again. I only seen it the one time.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of like M. Night, the Village, very good. Give it a shot. I would watch Lady in the Water. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really care for it too much, but there's a lot of cool things that he's trying in it.
Yeah.
It's like his spin on like a fairy tale kind of thing. He's literally in the movie as like a very important character, which is kind of funny.
Yes, I've heard that about that.
Yeah. That's one of my things that I kind of love about him, in an ironic way and a non-ironic way, because I do love his work, but I do kind of love that he makes himself like an important part of the movie. And I just think that's kind of funny. So it's distracting. And if I didn't know who he was, like if I didn't know, then I wouldn't have any. I would just be, why is this guy in every movie? Like, why is this guy at a pivotal moment in this movie right now? But yeah, he's like, I want to say in Lady in the Water, he's in that movie as an actual supporting character more than any of his other movies.
Damn.
Because like Signs, he's in it for like one important scene. It's just a cameo in Unbreakable, a cameo in Sixth Sense. The Village is again another like important kind of scene. Lady in the Water, and then after Lady in the Water was The Happening.
Yeah.
And I don't think he makes like a physical appearance. I think he just makes like a voice cameo in that movie. That you've never seen.
I'm not putting myself in this.
You've never seen that one?
I've never seen that one.
That's the one I texted you about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I think Alex and I are going to try to do some commentaries together, and I think maybe you should watch that for the first time with me.
Yeah,
I think that could be kind of I think that's a fine one. Like, I don't want you to watch The Village for the first time. Like
while talking
over it.
Yeah.
The Happening is just, I don't know. It's something else. So I've been rewatching all of M. Night's movies leading up to this, and I did, except for, so I rewatched The Happening, and like it's like the greatest comedy ever. Like it's insane. And there's some cool moments in that movie, but it's just like, whoa, man, woo. Some moments.
I've heard.
But then like after that, I think it was the Last Airbender, then After Earth, and those two I didn't rewatch. Those two, I don't even know if I've ever seen The Last Airbender. I think I started it and I never finished it. That whole world I'd know nothing about, so like I have no judgment as far as like an adaptation. I just like didn't really care that much.
Yeah.
After Earth, I just remember just kind of being bored by it.
Oh no.
Which is like, it's like crazy because like you have, I think that was my biggest thing is like, because it was Will Smith pre-slap, and he is like
Gotta
the most,
make that clear.
Yeah. He's like the most charismatic actor on the planet, and he plays somebody who has no charisma. Like that's literally his character. Like he's just a hard ass, and he's just straight to the point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not exciting. Yeah. And his kid in the movie is fine. But
that was supposed to be like the launching vehicle for his superstardom career, right? For Jaden.
Maybe, yeah. Because what else was he in? The Pursuit of Happiness before that? Was
that
as a kid?
Karate Kid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that
like
might have been the big one or something. But
and he was like, nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do. He's a I think musician, right? Yeah.
Music.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. That family's very talented.
Very.
And then After Earth, and then I think after that was The Visit.
Yeah.
And The Visit, I thought when I saw that, I was like, holy shit! Like, yeah, this is like, I think probably people will say he was back proper with Split, maybe because it was maybe much more of a success. I don't know if The Visit was a financial success. But I remember seeing The Visit and I was like, fuck, this is solid as hell.
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody talking about this? Like, he's back. Right. I thought he was like officially back with The Visit. And then Split came out and just fucking blew everybody away.
Yeah. Because, like, I remember that was, like, when I first started getting into Collider and everything. Mm-hmm. And then everybody was talking up that movie. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go see it just to hear what it's about. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, this movie freaking rules. And, of course, freaking James McAvoy is going off in that. It was so freaking cool.
I don't know if, like, that started the whole, like... When did Hereditary come out? Was that 2018?
18.
I think Split started the whole trend of, like, wow, these actors are giving... incredible performances in horror movies that the Academy just will not recognize.
Well, I mean, Sixth Sense. Toni Collette got the...
That was like... Yeah, I mean, again, that's like back in the... I don't know. Yeah. That's the weird thing. Like, I don't know now, because you hear about a movie of a dude who kidnaps 3 girls and has multiple personality, and... They just hear that alone, like, I'm not gonna touch that. M. Night, I don't know. Maybe back then, I don't know. But then like Hereditary, like an amazing performance.
Yeah.
Pearl, Us, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah. Like
given the best performance of the year, it's like, why didn't you? What's going on here?
Yeah.
But
even like with Keke Palmer too.
Keke Palmer is fantastic in Nope. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't care that much. It's just an award show. But still, I think those performances deserve to be recognized.
Yes.
And, and then I remember when Split came out, I got to see it early with not Eric. I got to see it early with Ellis. Mm-hmm. He got me in, I think, it was at the AFI Fest. And
dang, they showed it that early.
I think there was one more screening before that, too. Wow. And I hadn't heard anything.
Yeah.
And I think Stuckman was at that one, too, because when the big moment happened, he was, like, losing his shit. Because I rewatched Split, too. Before it shows, spoiler alert, Bruce Willis, I think everybody knows about Bruce Willis shows up.
They made a whole movie about it.
Yeah, there's, like, 2 whole movies about it by now. Before Bruce Willis shows up, the music from Unbreakable starts playing. So if you know the theme from Unbreakable, you're like, hey, wait a minute, this sounds familiar. Yeah. And once it kicks in, so Stuckman like clearly knew the music and was like freaking the fuck out. And then when Bruce Willis came up, me and him were like, dude, just like losing our shit. Which is like also like a really dope surprise.
Yeah.
And then we get Glass and like, okay, yeah. That's all right. That's all right.
A little bit back down to earth.
Yeah. After Earth. I rewatched that one too. It's got a very solid first 2 acts.
Yeah.
And then it just starts to crumble just a little too much.
When they're outside, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fight. It's like
there's like again really there's like bits and pieces like I like this, I like this, I like this. But yeah, ultimately I'm like, okay, well, it's fine. Like I don't think it's terrible. I don't think what Eric says, Glass is ass. I don't entirely believe that, okay? And then Old came out. I remember like, hey, this is like okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then I never had a desire to see it again. I was gonna rewatch it, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna rewatch The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable and Signs again. But I think I will revisit because I remember really liking, again, like even with like his newer stuff, like his directing techniques, his camera movements, like I really love all that stuff, and it's just like in service of just like, okay. It's fine. And then it's a little bit of his weirdness. Old like has like his like awkward dialogue performed by like an awkward performance, and it's just like I can't tell if it's bad or if it's like intriguing. Yeah, I don't know.
Like that like, Ken Leung.
Oh yeah.
What is it like? I was a swimmer in high school or whatever.
Yeah, he says his name like over and over. Like, hey, I'm such and such. Hey, I'm such and such. Like, yeah. Because that's the thing, like mid-sized sedan, like these are all actors that have been great in other things and stuff. So I don't know, it's like clunky and whatnot.
But they did have that scene on the beach when they're starting to lose their eyesight, their sight, eyesight. What the fuck am I talking about? Fucking same word. They're losing their sight, and then it's just like such a beautiful, just like performances between
the mom and dad, right?
Yeah, the mom and
yeah,
dad.
that's
Wow.
The dad was
Gael
Garnell,
Garcia Bernal and
Bernal. Okay.
Bernal.
Werewolf man.
Oh yeah, he was
Werewolf by Night, right?
Yeah.
And probably other better things.
Yeah.
So yeah, Old was another, and this is kind of what I talk about too. We're gonna get into Knock at the Cabin right now. We'll let you know when we get specific spoilers. But this is another thing that I've been seeing is the kind of the criticism with Knock at the Cabin is that they would prefer movies like Old and Glass, where he might be taking a little bit more risks with his material and not. I mean, Old is based off of a property. It's based off of like a graphic novel, and Knock at the Cabin is based off of a novel itself. But I don't know. I think people may have been feeling that they were missing a little bit of that M. Night-ness from like Knock at the Cabin because
it's not goofy enough.
I guess it's kind of the thing. I mean, we'll get into Knock at the Cabin. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But the best way I can just like describe it is like the most straightforward movie.
Yeah.
With like there are surprises, but mild spoiler, there's no twist.
Yeah.
And I first of all love that because I think people have that notion of M. Night because he's the twist guy. He doesn't have twists in all of his movies,
but people just expect that. There was the lady in front of us when we went to see it. Like after the movie, she was talking to her friends, like, "Man, that was bad. There was like no twist." I was lady, like if you're going in with that mindset, you're just gonna be let down with this movie or with anything. Really,
And just because there's a twist or no twist doesn't make a movie good or bad.
Exactly.
Yeah, like give a better reason. It's okay not to like the movie, but get a better reason than she's like, there's no twist. This movie sucks.
They didn't do what I wanted.
Yeah. They didn't. Rey Skywalker. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Therefore, it's a bad movie. I mean, there's other things, but still. But yeah, that's a little silly. That's very, very silly. If anything, it was a twist that there was no twist. It was very surprising. Like, oh fuck, this is just like, because my mind wanders. I was like, okay, what is it?
Yeah.
Like the premise of the movie. Like, okay, are these people like just full of shit? Are they for real? Like, is there another element to this? And no, it's just like what they say kind of happens, and it happens.
Yeah.
And so I really like that. And it's all in service of a really good story with really great acting, like across the board.
Yeah.
And the way he shoots the movie, the way just everything, like I was like, this is just a solid, it's not my favorite of his work.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, this is just a nice, simple, straight up, solid thriller.
Yeah.
And I am glad.
Like this is literally something Hitchcock would have done.
Yeah.
And the freaking shot of when he's talking to Wen at the very beginning.
Oh, how
and then the camera, just
yeah.
like every time it cuts back, it starts to,
and it's like right on their face.
Yeah,
there's like no room. There's barely any room for the sides. It's just on their faces.
And then just the fact when they're. Are we talking? Yeah, we're talking mild.
Okay, we'll get into spoilers for Knock at the Cabin. Let me see. Can you see what time code is, just so I can write it down?
Oh, we are at
53. All right. I'll look back on this. Just a minor note for me, and you'll see in the description right there. But if it's premiering, we'll wave our hands like this and let you know when spoilers are undone, if you do care and you want to go out and see it. So yes, spoilers here on 4 Knock at the Cabin. Go ahead.
When he's tied them up, there's that framing of who's it? It's Eric on the right of the screen, and then just Dave Bautista's like massive head, just
big old head,
completely taking over the left side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then when they switch over to Andrew, it's like switched over. But it was just, I thought that was so freaking cool. Like
keep him like that, the presence of him just there the whole time.
That wall.
Yeah.
Literally a wall in there. But I just love the house design. Also, I think they like built that thing from scratch.
That's pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he did shoot it on film too.
Yeah.
That's so bringing it back.
I could have seen this. I think when it was announced, there was like some reports that they would have done it in one take, or like secret one take.
Like the whole movie?
Yeah. And I was like, You just could have.
He could without the flashbacks.
Flashbacks
totally
without. Yeah, like if they condense the timelines like easily.
That's one thing I want to say too about M. Night movies. They're fucking short.
Yeah.
The longest movie he has is Glass, and that's like 2 hours and 9 minutes. Everything else is like $1.45 at most. Solid.
Good old.
Yeah.
Like
keep it old school. No need to be like 3 hours long. Yeah. Big fan of that. But yeah. I like all like the setup. I was surprised like how quick it happens because I haven't seen the trailer. I had seen like 1 or 2 shots, and like I saw a shot of like the family driving up. So I was like, okay, we're gonna start. They're gonna get out there. We're gonna get to know the family a little bit, blah blah blah, and then shit starts happening. It's like no, the first fucking scene is Dave Bautista talking to the little girl, and then we meet the dads, just like. When the girl comes in, it's like, hey, there's something going on. And I'm like, oh, fuck, we're just being thrown into this. And then we get to learn them as the movie goes on. I'm like, fuck yeah, I like it.
I guess that's one of my complaints about the movie is that you don't really see them really in love. And so that end moment isn't really earned.
I almost fucking cried.
Well, yeah. I thought it was a great actor.
It was so sweet. I thought it was so beautiful. Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't think there was enough of their relationship because, you hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, some extra shading would have been helpful, but I mean, that would make the whole thing less effective. If we like slowly waded into the water than just jumping in.
Yeah. And I think what it needed to, because I loved that like the you and me thing that they kept kind of doing.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that like one more moment I was so surprised that they didn't like you and me to the end, or it was something like that, the pointing thing, and I was actually really, really shocked. That's the twist. They didn't do that.
Yeah. There it is.
But I do like a lot of the flashbacks that they had with them, just sort of building up their relationship and showing their lives together. When they, that first scene. I think the first scene is when they're to the parents and like, oh, that went as well as I thought it would, and I can see that. I can see like just a little bit more with them, but I think a lot of that comes through in the performances together while they're dealing with all of this shit. Yeah, because the whole time you're thinking Jonathan Groff is like, oh fuck, he's gonna turn. Like he's gonna actually believe, and he slowly starts to. But I love that too, that he has a concussion, and so he doesn't know what the hell to think of all this stuff.
And then that bright light, it's so like, what did he see?
That's the other. That's the I think the creepiest part about this whole thing is like where the 4 horsemen, which is like when I saw them, there was like, oh, there's 4 of them. Is it gonna be like a 4 horsemen thing? And then sure enough, like we are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
I wish they didn't say that. It was like you're fucking
on the nail on the head. Yeah, is that in the book?
No, it's not. But it's implied.
Okay,
obviously.
Yeah.
But all the 4 the horsemen's names are have 7 letters.
Oh shit.
And then there's of course 7 of them in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
There's like 7 chapters in the book. It's very biblically like Book of Revelations. Kind of stuff.
There. Okay. Because like really cool. Didn't see them as the actual 4 horsemen. It's it's like a metaphor, and they represent different things and whatnot. But I was like, oh, that's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if that was like a big reveal like from the book or something, that it was actually like them, because I was just like, oh, there's 4 of them, and there's an apocalypse going on. That's kind of straightforward. Yeah. But I think the creepiest thing about the 4 of them is like they kind of mentioned that, like, I know they mentioned that they met each other on like a chat room, but there was also mention of like another person. Or am I crazy? Was there a mention of like somebody that they had talked to, or that they had told them, or that they had shown them all of this stuff, unless they were just like saying God or something that? Okay. If they were implying that, then okay, because when they mentioned like another person or another being that brought them all together, the whole time I was like, it's going to be M. Night, isn't it? Is M. Night going to be God? I can't wait for this. This is going to be, because I look forward to those cameos.
Yeah.
But his cameo was something different, and it is the best cameo in any M. Night movie, because it just has nothing to do with anything. It's just a nice little bit of levity.
TV,
It was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, when I was reading, I was like, how is he going to fit himself in?
Yeah. He was either going to be someone really important, or he was going to give a lot of information in terms of plot and exposition. But happy to see just a random cameo of him like advertising some food or whatever. It was great.
Right before the breaking news. Also funny. I wished it would have been more ambiguous. Like they didn't like say like, oh yeah, it happened.
I totally agree. I think the thing that I had the problem with the most was the actual news broadcasts. One, I was worried because he likes to do these in movies. He likes to show he likes to show them, like he did this with Signs. He did this famously with The Happening. It's like only one or two scenes. Oh no, there's a lot of news broadcasts in the scenes that like kind of give out the information. But there's one in particular that's just like wasn't intended to be funny, but it's actually very unfunny.
Oh god, can't wait.
So when I saw like breaking news and they kept going back to TV, I was worried. I was like, oh no. But what they show in the breaking news with like the flooding and the planes, it's like really scary stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very scary. But I wish it would have been more contained. Like no TV at all. Like don't show those things or find other ways. Like, if they set it in a different like time where like smartphones weren't a thing,
right?
Like have the radio come on. It's, kind of like that. And so it can play more ambiguous because I liked that. Who's the other actor? Ben something? Jonathan
Aldrich.
Ben Aldrich?
No.
It's it is. I think that sounds.
Something.
Alden. No. No. What the hell is this movie called? Knock at the Cabin. I'll look it up real quick. But I like that he was like, no, that we knew that there was an earthquake yesterday, so this is the aftermath of that.
Yeah.
The plane thing, the plague one was a little like when they kind of wrap it all up. That's the only one that kind of made me kind of chuckle.
Yeah.
Because like when they're going through it, they were channel surfing and they were like, nobody's sick anymore. It was like, I don't know if I don't know what specifically she says, but it doesn't really work like that. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Where is it? I just saw him. Ben Aldrich.
It is.
Yeah, Ben Aldrich. He played Andrew.
Hell yeah. Fucking got it.
But I love that he was the one that was constantly like, no, you're a bunch of fucking crazy people. You literally met on the chat room.
Yeah.
And then Rupert Grint's character, he recognized him from being the guy at the bar. So you're like, okay, was he? Because at one point, I was even thinking like the Andrew character was going to like lie when he got the ID just to get them out and to get Jonathan Groff on his side, but then he flips it and it really was him. So, there's all these like various intentions as to why that they're in the room. But yeah, the news broadcast I could have done with a little bit less. Maybe that's what it was. They were on him too much. Like the first flood scene where the ocean was coming in.
Like,
I was
no one shoots in horizontal in those situations.
Yeah, it is like, this is very crisp and clean. And why is that person still there?
Yeah.
Why is nobody running? The plane scene was just, I thought was like creepy.
Yeah.
Also, I was flying that same week too, so I was just like, oh, I don't want to see this.
People started laughing at that. I think it just looked kind of, the CGI wasn't great.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
It was that, and then it was the plague, and then what was the fourth one?
Was
it just like all hell breaking loose?
Don't remember.
Yeah, storm or something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Because, so here we go.
You doing the book stuff? Yeah. I mind you, I know nothing. Yeah. Well, I know one thing that happens in the book now, but at the time I didn't know anything. But go ahead.
So we don't know if like any of those. Yeah, there's no diner scene. There's no like
that
wrap
felt.
up.
Yeah, that felt the most. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then there's no like ID on Redmond.
Yeah.
And so it's like, was he really this guy on Ron?
Mm-hmm.
And so
it seems like the book is more ambiguous than anything else.
Everything is left like that way, and it's like that's even scarier.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish he went that route more.
I also think it's easier for a book to be a lot more ambiguous because it's much more imaginative. It's definitely possible to do it in the movie too.
Yeah, people just would have been fucking furious if if they were like, I had to think of an ending for this now.
Yeah. I mean, I too prefer that over anything. Yeah. I prefer the think about it than get the actual answers. Mm-hmm. But I think the way it plays out and everything kind of ties in together. It's dark and very sad, but there's a little bit of lightness to it. Like the music chime at the very end was kind of a sign of like, hey, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
And he saw like the daughter growing up and everything, and I thought that was really really sweet.
Did you? I love the final part of just the held shot of them turning on and off the radio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
so
when
sweet.
that song first comes up and when they're like going up to the cabin, it's just like this is kind of. I know what you're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
I see you setting up the domino, and then
Mm-hmm.
like I completely forgot about it by the end.
Yeah.
And so I was like, freaking got me.
Got him. Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought that was really, really sweet. And there's a lot of like just really long takes of just that's the M that I miss the most is just holding on a shot and just letting the actors act. And there's a lot of really good stuff like that, especially with like the kills too. I was like really surprised that the kills were like handled tastefully.
I kind of wanted more.
You wanted some violence?
I wanted like it's rated R. Let him.
Yeah.
It's like, but I get it.
It's his first rated R movie since The Happening
It's
too.
happening.
So it's more rated R for the cursing and maybe the implied violence. I would imagine maybe.
Yeah. Probably.
But like Bautista's death scene was just like
that was pretty.
That was great.
Cool, yeah. I was like, okay, wait, was that the spoiler that you about the book? The thing you heard? About
the thing that I heard about the book is, I kind of don't want to say in case people haven't read, but it's a
book
death.
Spoilers.
It's a death.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the biggest difference, right? Because the ending of this movie is completely different than the ending of the book, from what I've heard and read. And there's a moment where Ben Aldridge's character finally, like, the best scene in the whole movie is when he gets free and he goes into his car to get his gun. I thought it was like the most intense scene in the entire movie. It's fucking awesome. But there was a moment where he was having a scuffle with the gun. And I was like, oh, this is going to happen. And it's the moment that happens in the book. I was like, I feel like this is going to happen. It's going to be terrible. So what's going to happen? And it didn't. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Everything's like, okay. And then once the movie ended and I kind of looked up on like that thing, I was like, oh, fuck. That does happen.
Yeah.
Oh, dancing around like spoilers and stuff. I don't, just in case anybody actually wants to read the book.
It's very good. Very well written.
I was talking to a friend after the movie, and we were both curious if people were going to think negatively about this movie. Well, one, it features two queer characters.
Yeah.
Which I'm as a straight man, who am I to say? But I think they did it really well. I think they represented it really well. I mean, I don't know what the discourse is either, if there is a discourse.
Right.
People maybe think the opposite, but I think it was handled very well. And I think there was a little bit of like someone at the end of our screening was saying like, this was a little too conservative for me. I'm like, huh?
Conservative?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Huh?
And I think maybe there's implied intentions of because it's two gay men, and then there's biblical stuff involved and like end the world stuff. So I don't know. I haven't seen any like kickback on that. But
I guess like they destroy a gay couple to make sure the world doesn't end, I guess.
But one well, they're gay in the book, right?
Yes.
Like nothing was changed. Like everything is adapted from that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, it's representation. I mean, if it was a straight couple, like I don't think anybody would be thinking that, and everybody would be thinking like, oh, the end of the world, those assholes. It's just like, it's the story about these two fathers and their surrogate daughter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't sure if there was any like negativity against that, but I thought the representation was great. I think it was handled very well.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get there. Fucking get there. I'm gonna get there.
What else is the book?
1 second. But Jonathan Groff, I thought like he needs to be in more movies, and this Ben Aldridge guy too. Like they were just.
I know that obviously Jonathan Groff is gay, but is the other guy is gay too, right?
I don't know about that. He was in Fleabag, and
then I don't know anything.
Playing
about
a straight character, but I don't know if he is gay or not. But
because I know people can, if like characters are.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But I hope to see him in more things because
He's gay.
He's gay.
All right. Cool. Nice. That's great.
Cool.
Yeah. Because I know that like The Last of Us.
But was the kid Chinese? Was she? Is she actually Chinese?
She probably has no credits. She's like her first movie. I don't know.
Representation. No, but yeah.
You can say stuff on that. I don't know. She could be Mexican for all I know. And I'm going to be like, hey, I'm glad that this is a diverse cast. I was sad that Rupert Grint was the first to go.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought he was so good. And he's got his servant accent.
I didn't know. Oh, he has the same Southern.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's Southern. It's just his attempt at an American accent. Yeah. It's definitely better in this movie than like the first season of Servant.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But no, he's good in Servant though.
Okay.
He's really good in Servant.
He's got to get over the accent.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Dorothy. Hey, Dorothy, you gotta. This is how American people talk. Like it's just odd because it's Ron.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah. He's when I was reading that part, I was like, I didn't know the cast also, so I thought I was only imagining Dave Bautista, and like Redmond's also a large character, and I was like, maybe Dave Bautista is playing Redmond.
Oh.
And I was like, that'd be a bold choice. And then once I found out it was Rupert, I was like, oh, okay.
And does it kind of play out like that with those? Okay, all right. Oh, that's cool.
Well, let's see. They're killed in different ways.
Yeah.
Also, but Redmond's is the same.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think I was like, oh no, don't be the first. But then I remember thinking to the credits, I was like, oh, and he's featuring.
He gets the and.
Yeah. God, or the and. Yeah. I'm like, God damn it. And then then he gets killed. Great music, by the way, too. Yeah. A really, really great soundtrack. Yeah. Yeah. Or a score.
Do you know who did it?
Wait, Honeman. No, who did it? That's a cinematographer. He's like a Norwegian guy, right?
Changing his. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Music by Herdis Stefan Stador.
That sounds pretty American. I don't know.
I probably butchered that, and I apologize. But yeah, that stood out to me too because I love M. Night loves to do opening title sequences with some music playing, and so that brings me back. It always brings me back to he does opening title sequences to like most of his movies, but Signs is like the one that like does it the best.
Your favorite one?
That's my favorite M. Night movie. Yeah. But that's just like titles and then fucking foreboding music. Like, oh shit, like this is what's about to go down.
I gotta rewatch that one. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I was like,
let me see.
Super fucking scared of that monster.
Which one?
The one where it walks by on the news.
Oh, in Signs, the alien.
Signs,
yeah. Oh yeah. It's the scariest part about the whole movie. Oh. Yeah. Good stuff.
But yeah, it's like. He loves talking about faith in Signs, and also like this one's another
very religious man.
Huge theme in this. Like, what do you believe? How do you explain the unexplainable? Is it a god? Is it just some like or some random dude on the internet?
Yeah. So I'm glad they didn't
have these visions.
They didn't explain too far in the sense of like why this is all happening. It's just the fact that it is happening. Yeah. So I'm glad they didn't go that far. But yeah, other things like the news broadcast stuff, I could have done without a little bit. But I think overall, still just like very, very solid. And again, just straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like what they say is going to happen, and it happens. So, yeah.
I didn't really like the kid actor.
She had me worried at first.
Yeah.
But then she kind of takes a step back a little bit.
Yeah.
She doesn't do too much later, but.
I just think she was like, maybe she was badly directed. I don't know. Like she wasn't given enough, and she's maybe not as.
It's the first time. I think it's her first performance. I think she was and introducing. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I thought I saw that this is her first film.
Yeah, I mean like, yes, she does become better, but I was just like a little iffy on her overall. But
I mean, the kid actors were like something else and old too. So like, you know what I mean. I don't know. But the scene where he's like, do you remember what you did on Christmas or something like that? Do that. And that scene, I was like, oh yeah, this is great. I think that's what kicked off the big scene for me.
Yeah.
Knock at the cabin.
Good. How many knocks?
And spoilers. I don't do that, bro.
No.
I either give it a heart on Letterboxd or I don't.
Yeah, how many stars I gave this on Letterboxd?
How many stars?
Give it 4 stars.
Ooh,
4 stars out of 5.
5? Look at you.
Yeah.
But you prefer the book. Is that what you said? Did you say that?
I was like, I don't mean to be that guy.
But I prefer the book. I mean, the book is...
Yeah.
You can hardly ever beat the book.
Yeah. I appreciate the changes they made. But yeah, it's a very solid
movie.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
Really liked it.
What's the timestamp say up there for me, pal?
We're at 1:14.
1:14. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Uno.
Well, there you have it, folks. M. Night's Knock of the Cabin. Speaking of knocking on windows.
Who dat?
You been shopping lately?
Oh, hey, I see what you did there. I have been.
Because your song's called Window Shopping.
Oh shit, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I have been going window shopping.
Yeah.
And I have a new song called Window Shopping coming out this Friday, February 10.
Yeah.
And it will be on Spotify, Apple Music, everything.
Music video?
Music video as
Coming
well
soon.
On
Friday too?
On Friday. Maybe
Indiegogo
Saturday,
went well?
maybe, yeah.
Is it Indiegogo or Kickstarter?
Indiegogo went amazing. We went over our budget, over our goal.
Hell yeah.
And so that'll be going towards, my other projects this year.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
And so thank you for donating. Thank you everyone out there who did donate as well.
You better have.
And if you didn't, I see you. I fucking see you.
Literally, because you can see all the names of people who did donate, unless they're anonymous. So I put my name on there because I don't want him not knowing that I didn't.
Thank you.
Or did I?
Or did you?
You never know.
Anyways, window shopping.
Yeah, window shopping this Friday. So I'll have a link for Alex's Spotify in the description down below. So go and follow him on there. You follow on Spotify, right?
Yeah, you can follow there.
Okay.
So if you do, then you'll get the song on your release radar on Friday when it pops up.
Yeah, because you can pre-save.
But it's like you'd get an email or so I don't know how the Spotify version works, but you can if you're on Apple Music, they have a pre-save feature that's easier to use there.
Okay. So pre-save it there or subscribe to his YouTube channel because is that where the music video is going to be dropping?
Twill.
Boom. Twill. His other song Twill is coming out later too. And that music video will be dropping on Friday as well. So I'll have all those links down below in the description for you to pre-save, get ready, all that jazz. And it's going to be a hoot.
It's going to be a hoot.
Ooh, I haven't even heard it yet. I missed the debut of the live debut.
Oh, yes. We did a friends and family kind of close friends gathering.
No family. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, close friends, no family. And it went really well. We premiered the music video. It wasn't done. It wasn't completely done. We do have animation. Nice. We have green screen parts in it and animation to be thrown in. It was still going through some edits, so we weren't able to finish that cut. So at least everybody got to see that most current version, and they were loving it, and it was getting good feedback. And it's I
did it. Yeah,
I was watching this so many times, watching the cuts come in and super hypercritical, but then once other people see it and react in a positive way, it's that kind of burden is released, and I'm it feels so much better to not be hyper focused on this one shot where I look like I'm bored as fuck.
Yeah. No, I totally know the feeling. Yeah. And you can really hone in on that and just be focused on this one thing. Yeah. And then once you start going through it, then you're like, oh, I missed this 10 other things here. But that's just shit you have to battle through. It's good. It's good problems to have. Yeah, it's good problems to have.
And so I'm just glad everybody enjoyed it. I got to play a few songs after as well, just on my acoustic. We were just competing with sirens, the Sunset Boulevard, traffic,
just filth.
Yeah,
absolute filth.
Gross as hell. But great time. And I'm hoping to get back on stage sometime soon.
Because
I got this.
Fucking get it.
I want to play this with a full live band. And it's gonna be so freaking cool.
Yeah, man, you never playing live shows.
I haven't played a live show in since December 21.
Yeah,
and with a full band, I haven't played since 2016. So,
are you hoping to do a full band?
I'm hoping to do a full band this year.
Nice.
Hopefully in the next 2 months. And just obviously with the pandemic and everything, wasn't able to.
Yeah, definitely.
But now that things are opening back up, people are feeling better. I'm feeling better about going out.
Just go to Florida.
Just go to Florida.
Just do a bunch of shows in Florida. They don't care.
They'll come out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do some more this year, especially because I am also planning more releases in the summer as well. Yeah. So, Yeah, I'll keep everybody updated on those dates if they ever happen.
Yeah, please let us know.
Yes.
Because I've seen you live, like doing the live stream and stuff, but yeah, I want to see you live with a crowd and going nuts and like ripping your shirt off and be like, get up here, ladies. I don't know what you do on stage. I don't know.
Maybe
boys
I will.
and girls, everybody's invited upstage. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably work that in to my next show.
Yeah. Like, would you try to just hit up like any venue that would like take you? Like, I don't know how that. I mean, I was in bands growing up, and like we'd play one venue like all the time.
Right. When I was in a band, we had a manager, and so he would reach out and do all that booking for us. And so it was just a friend. Who just like, I'll do it for you. I was like, sweet, thanks, man. I didn't mean to sound so official. Like, I got a fucking manager, I got an agent, you know. But yeah, I'm hoping to, probably reach out on my own, ask for friends' recommendations and everything. I got a new part-time job. I forgot to tell you about this, but it's at a venue.
Oh, nice.
I won't say what type, just so that you all can't find me. Just kidding. I don't really care if you find me.
It's a strip club,
but I just rather not. It's not as I can't say, but it may or may not be.
All right, we'll talk after. Hook it up. Hook it up. Just kidding.
Yeah. So I can ask them to play there because I'm super cool with them now. And
nice.
It's a great venue, and I'm not sure exactly how the booking process will work, but I'm hoping to play a lot of shows and especially fucking play Window Shopping because that song's so fun to play just on my acoustic, even without a full band.
Yeah.
And
just you gotta grind. Just get that grind going and just play anywhere. I mean, do you go back to your roots? You just play at like fucking open bars and like all this shit. Just playing and playing and playing. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Get that
Wanger Con, New York.
Con.
It's not gonna be New York. Oh no, they are doing it in New York. I think this year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe. If someone can recommend venues.
I talked to Eric too.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He knows probably a bunch of venues out there.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, Eric, I'm throwing you out there, but Alex is gonna text you or something.
Thank you.
Sick, man. Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah.
It's.
Did you start writing the song at the end of last year, or like how long have you been writing it for?
I wrote it in July.
Oh wow.
It was one of those nights where I was like, okay, I tend to write better when I'm drunk, so I'm gonna start drinking.
Okay.
Finished 2 full-ass bottles of wine.
Yeah.
On my own.
Hell yeah.
And the song just kind of came out along with other things from my stomach.
Yeah.
Came out,
wine
2 bottles of wine. That was insane.
Happen like that.
Never again. And I've never drank again.
Never
just kidding.
Again.
I drank last night.
Okay, come on. What's wrong with you? So you're drinking heavy intoxication.
Drinking heavy, and then I wrote that in about like 3 or 4 hours, recorded like a quick demo of it, and then I remember my roommate coming home, and I was like, bro, listen to this song, dude.
It's
and
like,
then I was just like,
you're hammered. You're not making any sense.
Gone. Yeah, and then I was like, I remember watching him listening to it, and I was like, yeah. Because I played it really loud, or he was playing it really loud.
Yeah.
So I could hear it from the outside.
And you recorded it drunk too?
Before I got way too gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because that's fun. That's a fun, dangerous, but it can be fun. Maybe don't do that for like a whole album, but it could be an experience. Yeah.
So it was. It kind of just came out in one night, and I've been planning, the music video since September. That's when we first talked with the director, who was an old coworker of mine, Jacob Samuels. Shout out to Jacob.
What's up, Jake?
And my old fraternity brother was actually the producer on it.
Ooh.
And so,
Beta, Kappa, Gamma?
Delta Sigma Phi. I was like, wait a minute, what is my goddamn fraternity's name?
I knew it was some kind of Alpha, Delta, Omega shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So like old musician friend of mine, and just hit him back up like, hey, let's do this thing. And so that was like basically our team. Shot the music video a few weeks ago.
Nice.
And it'll be out in 4 days now?
4 days.
4 days.
Ooh.
Or X amount of days.
Depending on when you're watching this. Yeah. Or it came out. Oh man, can you believe that the song you came out with a year ago?
Yeah,
is what made you
like so famous,
blew you up.
Yeah,
I can't believe I'm talking to a millionaire right now. Hey, can I have $1 million?
Yeah, here you go.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's fun and exciting. Yeah, to get projects going, especially when you're working on them forever, and then finally they're gonna be done and released.
And it's crazy because it's like I'm already planning like the next release, and it's like I haven't even released this one yet, and I kind of want to just go full in on that, but I gotta keep doing the next
thing. Going, yeah.
Keep that momentum going. So I'm very excited about that.
I was gonna say it because I'm the same, because I've been working on the Scare Tag short film forever,
right?
And all the while I'm like, fuck, I have this idea, I want to do this idea. And then this week it is technically done. Actually, it's technically done.
Let's put it on right now.
No,
here it is.
No.
Here's the print. No,
you'll see it at some point. I don't know when. We'll have maybe some kind of viewing party of it, but there's still like tiny little things that we just caught like on this final color pass. It's like, god damn it. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's nice to
Can we talk about Daydreamer real quick?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Can we?
Yeah. It got a bunch of different selections and nominations for 2 short film festivals: the Indie Short Fest,
hell yeah,
and then the Austin Micro Film Festival. I think it's actually, I gotta look it up. Hold on, because it's actually if it's selected and if we win, I think there might be screenings for it for the Indie Short Fest. I'm not entirely sure, but I know for a fact that for the Austin Micro Film Festival, it will be premiering. Shit, I saw the dates. Hold on. It will be premiering. Yeah, here we go. In Austin, Texas, on Saturday, March 11th, at
March 11th.
The Southwest Theater's Lake Creek 7. So between 12 and 4. So it will be premiering showing at an actual film festival.
That's
cool. That's fucking really dope. Unfortunately, myself, Brian, or Cody can't go. So maybe you and Remsey can go. I don't know. If you guys want to make a trip out to Austin, please do so. But yeah, if you guys are available during that time, go and check it out. And if you do check it out, please let us know how it was. Like, that's crazy. That'd be our first time something's on the big screen from us. So,
and like, we did that in
48 hours.
Like, and
it's pretty nuts. Yeah. I was stoked because we found out about all this stuff like this past weekend, and it was getting me like all stoked. Like, oh, fuck yeah, we're getting the laurels. We're getting more laurels.
There you go.
So thank you for bringing that up. I totally wasn't thinking about that right now. So thank you.
And but any word on the lead actor nomination? No. Nothing there.
No, that's it. I mean, you're both supporting, so I don't know. I'm just kidding.
No, it'd be funny if it was like, what would I be? I'm supporting, and
I think you're both.
We're both
leads.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's the thumbnail.
Really
he's the thumbnail. No, we just changed it though. So.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's the thumbnail now. I think with the laurels in there. But we're working on a poster now because I was like, oh fuck, we don't have a poster for this. So we're gonna get that going too.
Sick.
Put both of you on there with some laurels, make it look nice and dandy. So
that's cool. Yeah. Congratulations.
Congrats to you. Congrats to all of us.
Hey, you guys did it.
We all did it. We all did it together. And we'll probably be doing another one when it comes up again. I'm down.
So are you are considering submitting Scare Tag?
Yeah, Scare Tag, I think we're going to do like a full festival run as much as we can. I think because I was planning on having it like done last week, and then we found a couple things, so we didn't submit to a couple film festivals that we were like looking at, but some of the biggest one that I'm looking at, we still have till the end of the month, so I'm stoked for that.
Get it perfect for that, right?
Yeah. And I think like we can subtle like kind of update it like here and there, but I just want it to be done so I can also just move on and start making the next thing. But all of our patrons and wonderful people in our Discord have always been so supportive and great. I'm sure if we were allowed to, we can have some kind of premiere for them to check it out and see what we've been working on since. I mean, I've been working on this for I don't know, like 2 years. I feel like now it's been a while. Like I wrote the script a while ago and then shot it at the end of last year, and now it's finally finished. So I'm very happy with it. You guys did such a fucking good job in it. And everybody else working on it as well, just like 1,000 times like above and beyond what I was anticipating.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I still watch it. I'm like, fuck, I wish it did this. I wish it did. But still, like, it's at a place right now. Like, this is it. It's done. It's really good. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
And
can't wait to get it out there now.
Yeah. Can't wait for people to see it. And then, once it does its festival run, we'll probably have like a proper like release of it. So yeah. So stay tuned for that. I've been teasing it like crazy in our Discord, so it's only fair if I show them it or something like that.
Yeah.
Actually, before I left for the trip, I just started working on the trailer, so I'm gonna probably finish that. So yeah, stay tuned on all of that stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's the Wanger Show.
Wait, I'm gonna ask you about something.
Oh, what do you got?
The AMC thing. Did you see that?
The ticket changing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking stupid. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't read full in. I just know that you can buy premium seats. You can buy
like
interesting.
Yeah, just based on your sight line. It's like, this is so stupid. Like,
is that
literally one seat over is $1?
Is that officially happening, or is that what they're considering?
They're testing it right now.
Because I know, like the Netflix thing, they backtrack on that. They're like, "Oh, we're not doing this."
They did already?
I thought they did, right? I thought they said like the anti-password, like, "Oh, not yet. We won't do that yet," or something like that.
Probably like beta testing.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to pay extra just for sitting in the seats that I normally would sit.
Yeah. I mean, you can like get a cheap seat and then move, I guess. Like, 10 minutes into a movie, but I don't know. It just seems like a stupid ass thing.
I could see like maybe like for the front seats to be cheaper. I can kind of see that.
Yeah, those are like -$2.
Make it cheaper than that at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that big of a difference, but
it's like if you have A-list, then are you minusing $2 off your A-list?
Yeah, how does that work for A-list people? It's I don't know.
But you're gonna have to do that for when you premiere Scare Tag, right?
Oh yeah. You're gonna have to pay top dollar.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm not giving this thing for free. So yeah,
best seat in the house, $100 more.
$100 in the front. Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, but who knows? If there's a big enough outcry, maybe they'll be like, just kidding.
But their stock price went up somehow. So apparently it's
working.
Doing something.
Okay. Well, speaking of doing something, Alex, you've been doing some good stuff. Thanks. Can't wait for everybody to check it out. Drop in this week. Window shopping. Again, all the links down below in the description. And I want to apologize in advance again for not having sound bites. Once again, I just flew in today, not fully prepared. We planned on recording this last week, but even some last-minute stuff popped up anyway. So I'm going to rattle off all the names very quickly while Alex makes funny noises, because these are the $15 patrons and up, and they deserve to be shouted out. So Aaron Woodley, Alec M.S. Young, Alexis Lopez, Arcadio Castellanos, Billy Storley, Bobby Mitchell, Brandon Lindsay,
I like that.
Brian Arsenal, Brian D, Brian Garcia, Chris Jones, Sydney Perez, hi Sydney, Claire Stefan,
hello,
Elena Marie 10,
what's up,
Emmanuel Fuentes,
how you is,
FS1138, James Lavario,
I don't know how long,
Jason Harvey,
I can keep
John Noto,
doing this,
Carl Soderbergh, Kat Berger, Kyle Johnson, Maris Thornton, Michael Bittner,
I don't know,
Nick Reeves,
if this
Nick Wade,
bit is
Ramon Koch,
good or not.
Real Snacks Attack,
Great,
Sang Lei,
hell yeah,
Sergio Castellanos,
love them,
Castaneda, excuse me,
excuse you,
Senior Film,
hello,
Terry Stockwell,
hey,
TJ Jones,
what,
Tyler Eklund,
Tyler,
and finally Wiley Todd.
Woohoo!
There it is, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us here on this episode of The Wanger Show. Please, once again, if you haven't already, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and let us know your thoughts on M. Night Shyamalan. Did you see Knock at the Cabin? What do you think overall? Or what do you think of his movies in general? What's your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? Let us know down below in the comments. If you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. Support us here. Go watch Daydreamer, nominated for all these cool awards. Check it out. Appreciate everybody. And we'll see you all. Oh, and we are working on commentaries. I promise you. It's been a minute, but those will be back up hopefully soon. Alex and I are planning some stuff.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get... You know, I wanted to premiere window shopping here, but you wouldn't let me.
Yeah, I was being a little bitch about it.
You would have copyright claimed it.
I would have. Yeah, that's true.
Intentionally.
I wonder if live karaoke bands can do my own songs.
That'd be pretty cool.
I just give them some sheet music.
Why would I do that when I have like Britney Spears instead? Just kidding. Maybe. Why not?
I wonder if like Britney Spears would go to a live karaoke and then like do her own song. That'd be sick.
I was gonna say that'll be a next round. Wanger's karaoke. Now that we're done doing partners, we do the Marzoña round.
Oh God. Oh God.
Thanks everybody. Appreciate every single one of you. Check out other episodes of the Wanger Show right here. Subscribe to the channel and join the Patreon if you would like to. Bye.